Hello, my name is Riska Fauziah from class 331C07. And now I would like to do the student task for meeting 13 for pronunciation drill. Part 1. Read all words. Heel, hand, hold, hear, high, mouth, thumb, thick, think, path, 3, church, thin, thread, hurt, then, they, there, those, either, bed, cloth, with, breath, boot, sit, the, together, another, this, feathers, smoother, that, leather, rather, clothes, Miss Brothers, crumpet, home, Cambridge, Smith, remember, small, him, smart, Tim, mom, time, homemade, come, Tom meet camp, mother. Part 2. Read this twister tone with 3 modes: slow, normal, and fast. Number 1. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Normal mode. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Fast mode. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Number 2. Slow mode. Fuzzy, Woozy was a bear. Fuzzy, Woozy had no hair. Fuzzy, Woozy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Normal mode. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very woozy, was he? Fast mode. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very woozy, was he? Number 3. Slow mode. Seashells, seashells, by the seashore, and the shells, seashell, by the seashore, are seashells for sure. Normal mode. Seashells, seashells by the seashore, and the seashells, seashells by the seashore, are seashells for sure. Fast mode. Seashells, seashells by the seashore, and the shells, seashell by the seashore, are the seashells for sure. Number 4. Slow mode. A sailor went to see what he could see, and all he could see was sea. Normal mode. A sailor went to see what he could see, and all he could see was sea. Fast mode. A sailor went to see what he could see, and all he could see was sea. Number 5. Slow mode. Six, sick, hicks, nick, six, slick, bricks with picks and sticks. Normal mode. Six, sick, hick, nick, six, slick, brick with picks and sticks. Fast mode. Six, sick, hicks, nick, six, slick, bricks with picks and sticks. Number 6. Slow mode. How many snacks could a snack stacker stack if a snack stacker stack snacks? Normal mode. How many snacks could a snack stacker stack if a snack stacker stack snacks? Fast mode. How many snacks could a snack stacker stack if a snack stacker stack snacks? Number 7. Slow mode. 12 twins, 12 twins. Normal mode. 12 twins, 12 twigs. Fast mode. 12 twins, 12 twigs. Number 8. Slow mode. Imagine an imaginary manager managing an imaginary manager. Normal mode. Imagine an imaginary manager managing an imaginary manager. Fast mode. Imagine an imaginary manager managing an imaginary manager. Number 9. Slow mode. Lesser, leather, never, weather, better. Normal mode. Lesser, letter, never, weather, better. Fast mode. Leather, never, weather, better. Number 10. In slow mode. A twiddle, battle, noodle, poodle, bottle, paddle, modeled, doodle, poodle, woodle, fox, in socks, sir. Normal mode. A twiddle, battle, noodle, poodle, bottle, paddle, model, doodle, poodle, woodle, fox, in socks, sir. Fast mode. A twiddle, battle, noodle, poodle, bottle, paddle, model, doodle, poodle, woodle, fox, in socks, sir. Number 11. In slow mode. How much ground would a groundhog hog if a groundhog could hog grown? A groundhog would hog all the ground he could hog if a groundhog could hog grown. Normal mode. How much ground would a groundhog hog if a groundhog could hog ground? A groundhog would hog all the ground he could hog if a groundhog could hog grown. Fast mode. How much ground would a groundhog hog if a groundhog could hog ground? A groundhog would hog all the ground he could hog if a groundhog could hog grown. Number 12. In slow mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper pick? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Normal mode. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Fast mode. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter picked? Number 13. In slow mode. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put in my butter, it will make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my butter better. So it was better Betty bought a bit of better butter. Normal mode. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put in my butter, it will make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my butter better. So it was better Betty bought a bit of better butter. Fast mode. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put my butter, it will make my butter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my butter better. So it was better Betty bought a bit of better butter. Number 14. Slow mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Normal mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, as chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Fast mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He could chuck he would as much as he could, and chuck as much as wood as a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Number 15. Slow mode. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought I thought. Normal mode. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought I thought. Fast mode. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought I thought. Part 3. Read all story clearly. A long time ago, there lived a wealthy and affluent king in far-away kingdom. He had a very beautiful daughter of marriageable age, named Avion. All the young men in the country wanted to marry her, but she refused all offers of marriage. Most of the rich old men asked for her hand in marriage, but she called them old and ugly. Avion was very proud and vain. In spite of repeated entreaties from her parents, she refused to marry any man from her land. She vowed to marry a rich prince from a faraway kingdom. Her prince would be the best-looking man in the entire world. He would be strong and perfect in every way, and capable of loving her properly. So Avion, the princess, continued to disobey her parents, at which they were very much grieved. One day there was commotion within the village. What could be happening? People inquired. Not long after, the news got to the palace. A very fine man had been seen in the market, who was better looking than any of the natives. Avion rushed to the market at once, and directly she saw the most handsome man she had ever set her eyes on. She fell in love immediately, and invited him to her house. The prince was delighted, and went home with her. On his arrival, the handsome prince was introduced by Avion to her parents. The prince immediately asked their consent to marry their daughter. At first they refused, as they did not wish her to marry a stranger. But at last they agreed. He lived with Avion for 2 days in her parents' house, and then said he wished to take his wife back to his country, which was far off. To this the princess readily agreed, as he was such a fine man, but her parents tried to persuade her not to go. However, being very headstrong, she made up her mind to go, and they started off together. It was a sad day for the king and the queen. After walking for several days, Avion and her husband crossed the border between the spirit land and the human land. Immediately they set foot in the spirit land. Strange things began to happen. First of all, one man came to the prince and demanded his legs, then another his head, and, and the next his body, and so on, until in a few minutes the prince was left with nothing but a skull. The princess became terrified. She could not understand what had happened to her husband prince. The prince then laughed at the princess and confessed that the princess was now seeing him in his natural state. He had borrowed all his body parts from the other spirit so he would look human when he went to ask for her hand in marriage. In fact, his entire body consists of only a human skull. The princess wanted to return home, but the skull would not allow this and ordered her to go with him. When they arrived at the skull's house, they found his mother, who was a very old woman quite incapable of doing any work. She could only creep about. Avion tried her best to help her and cooked her food, and brought water and firewood for the old woman. The old trader was very grateful for this attention, and soon became quite fond of Avion. One day, the old man felt very sorry for Avion and decided to help her. She promised to send her back to her country as soon as possible, providing that she promised that in the future she would obey her parents. This Avion readily consented to do. Then the old woman sent for the spider, who was a very clever hairdresser, and made him dress Avian's hair in the latest fashion. She also presented her with anklets and other things on account of her kindness. She then used her supernatural power to call the breeze to gently carry Avion to her father's kingdom. Soon afterward, the breeze deposited Avion outside her home and left her there. When the king and the queen saw their daughter, they were very glad, as they had some month given her up as lost. There was a feasting and dancing throughout the kingdom for 8 days and nights. Afterwards, the king passed a law that parents should never allow their daughters to marry strangers who come from a far country. Then the prince from a neighboring village came to ask for Avian's hand in marriage, and she willingly consented and lived with him for many years and had many children. So that's all of my student tasks for pronunciation drill meeting 13. Thank you.